served in Vietnam. I grew up in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I went to school in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Well, back in those days, we didn't really realize who was liberal, who was conservative, who was. It wasn't a big thing back then. We didn't speak of being liberal or conservative. I would say we were probably more conservative. First, God, if you was in Vietnam a long time before the average American realized that we was in Vietnam, it was a secret war for many, many years.
Mhm.
And once the war started building up in the early 60s, then that's when everybody became aware of what was going on in Vietnam and what was happening in Vietnam. Well, if you was in the military, you was pro-war. But you was a civilian, the average civilian uh, definitely was against the war in Vietnam. With a lot of young soldiers had never been away before. They were really nervous, scared. They were leaving home for the first time, not knowing they were going to live or come home or not. And I was the one that was trying to calm them down and let them know that it could be all right. All you have to do is have faith and do your job. You make it back home safe.
So I forget if I just asked you this or not, but how old were you again?
When I went to Vietnam?
When you went, yeah.
32 years old.
32? Okay. And what was like the average like age then?
The average age that went to Vietnam with me, and it was from 18 to 25. Not everyone, but most of everybody in the service we was told, and this is what you're trained for, to go to war. And,
right.
And so we was told that we had to stop communism somewhere. That's why we were going to Vietnam, to stop communism.
Everyone's still generally pro.
Everyone was still pro Vietnam, pro war, until the early 70s when people started realizing, why are we there?
Yeah.
We really didn't have a mission other than saying we are there to stop communism. If the American military was really serious about this war, we could have won that war in less than 6 months. But our hands was kind of tied. We couldn't fire our weapon unless we were fired upon. Your high school kids, your college kids, and was definitely against the war. There were many, many protests, march against our troops in Vietnam. There was a time where they destroyed a military vehicle. They see them on the street, recruiting stations, and it was just a total against the war. I was a non-commissioned officer at that time, and my job was to lead.
Right.
To set the example for the other troops. So I couldn't show that I was against the war. Well, because the older generation, they all was mostly pro-American. They didn't know anything other than keeping America free. But the younger generation see it a different way, that we had no mission in Vietnam. Vietnam wasn't a threat to the United States at all. We didn't win the war. We lost 58,000 troops there, and we had nothing to show for it.
So it was frustrating.
It was very frustrating.
Do you think it was dragged out longer?
They were dragged out much longer than
it should have been.
On the evening news, they were saying how many enemies we killed, how we were doing in the war, how much ground we took that day, and how many enemies we killed, how many soldiers we lost, and it was all together different what was actually happening on the ground in Vietnam. It was all together different. When I went into service, the military was just integrated, and it was the tension was very, very thick at that time. You would have friends that you work with, white, black, whatever, doing duty hours, and after duty hours, it was altogether different. They didn't want to associate with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very different. I mean, they was almost forced to do things together, to integrate. We all seemed to have no problem during the time we were working. But once you got off duty and you went into, say you had to go into town for anything, you want to go socialize, it seemed like the blacks socialized with the blacks and the whites socialized with the whites.
Very
we were
bad.
treated like we were dirt. They would say a lot of time they would call us baby killers. Like we went to Vietnam, we killed babies and old people and everything. We were treated very, very bad. We got back. We wouldn't welcome home like the soldiers from World War II, Korea, even the soldiers who were coming home today from Iraq. We were treated real, real bad. It took a long time for the country to heal
Mm-hmm.
after the war because we were very, very divided at that time. That period of time, a lot of things changed. That's when the drugs in this country really become a big problem. You know, a lot of guys would come back, their mind was messed up to go to drugs. A lot of them used drugs while he was in Vietnam. So that's one of the things that.
I mean, you kind of answered this already, but how is this war like different than previous American wars?
Well, the previous American War, we had a mission. We knew who we was fighting. We had a front line. The enemy was over here, and the good guy was over here. But in Vietnam, you didn't know who your enemy was. You could be working with a group of Vietnamese during the day, and they'd be fighting you at night. You didn't really know who was who. There was no such thing as a front line that you fight on. The other wars, we had 100% American approval, American backing. They understood why we were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
When we was in Vietnam, they really didn't know why we were there. We had no mission. Vietnam was not a threat to us at all. We didn't gain anything. We left Vietnam, as far as I'm concerned, defeated. We didn't win the war.
Thanks, Granddad.
Yeah, no problem, darling.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.